I want to say you need Screw to put Gauntlet in Logic. Yeah. Yeah, WJG says you do need Screw. So I would expect to see Screw somewhere in the near future. Alright, and Yuzuriha has to be really careful here. One hit and they're dead. Okay, they make it through the side hoppers fine and find an E-tank. Now Bagel Thief here is setting up for a difficult trick known as the green gate glitch. The reverse green gate glitch, excuse me. In which you fire a super missile at a very precise position so that it's sort of able to clip through. Bagel had a bit of an interesting setup there. One of the ways, I'm not sure, I didn't quite see because there were issues with the stream. I'm not sure if Bagel Thief is a moonwalker. Yes, side hoppers are terrifying, it's true. Yeah, so those bombs, they'll probably still save time, like it's still worth picking them up, but once you have 20 power bombs, it's not as exciting. But yeah, the easiest setup I know of for the reverse green gate glitch is if you can moonwalk yourself back into that wall, you can jump, do a turnaround, and you will be in the door frame. And if you jump and turn around before you would bonk your head on the ceiling, then you will be in the perfect position for it. Alright, and it looks like Yuzuriha wants to do a bit of farming here. They don't have that plasma beam, as they skipped the Billy Mays check. Unfortunately, or did they skip it, or did they lose it when they took an unfortunate death? I would have to imagine they skipped it, because you'd want to go back for that. Yeah, and we see both of our players struggling with reverse green gate glitch. Yuzuriha gets it though. Followed shortly by Zopa, very nice. It can be a somewhat unintuitive trick at first. And it's, to my knowledge, only ever used in what? Rando and like certain RBO routes? It's not a very common trick. Yep, and meanwhile, Bagel Thief has been ascending Red Tower. So it looks like he is betting on an early wrecked ship being worthwhile. I'm curious to see if he will full clear wrecked ship, or if he'll just dip out after Bowling Alley. Wrecked ship is a bit contentious among randomizer players. The common consensus is it usually has nothing, but when it does have something, it's absolutely required. Yeah, that is true. With only 3 E-tanks, wrecked ship is still out of logic. And Is Bagel just refilling here? I guess just the refill and the save. Fantoon can be scary. Which location is Volcano? Is that Criteria Power Bombs? Because Criteria Power Bombs was checked. Okay, yeah, Volcano was checked. I don't know all your fancy little room names. Okay, and a fourth E-Tank on Zopa's screen over in X-Ray. We're getting pretty close at this point to Wrecked Ship being in logic. So it's possible this isn't a bad play from Bagel Thief, and it could reward him somehow. I think you can definitely run yourself in circles, trying to figure out where SMRAT logic is trying to make you go. Alright, and Yuzuriha is having a little bit of trouble here getting this wall jump into Kraid. So to answer a question from the chat, Varia was at Gauntlet. And Yuzuriha unfortunately did not peek the back of Gauntlet. Yeah. It's definitely a very easy thing to forget to do. I mean, to my knowledge, there is never a situation in the vanilla game in which peeking the back of Gauntlet does anything for you. So this one can just be an unfortunate result of a lack of experience. Ooh, high jump at spooky missiles. Alright, and with that, Lower Norfair is not in logic, but definitely in contention as a possible choice for at least some of our runners. No, Bagel does have a Varia suit. He just has different gamma values. Because I believe Bagel runs on an actual SNES. Yeah, you know, get a high jump enough E-Tanks and feel lucky enough, and you don't even need the Varia suit. Alright, so Screw Behind Kraid makes Wrecked Ship suddenly look a lot better for having something. Although, yeah, it also does put Varia in logic. Nearly the whole game, save Meridia, is open or close to being open, so just about any location can be something. Yeah, and TommyLee is struggling a little bit with the red tower climb. After destroying that top platform, this gets really difficult. Yeah. So Lower Norfair is not in logic, but our players are quite well. Generally, you'll see runners be perfectly fine wanting to go to Lower Norfair before having gravity, although not all of our runners today might feel comfortable with that. But over on Bagel Thief's screen, we did see Charge Beam. That's really exciting. I would not be surprised to see Bagel Thief skip any supers he sees from here on out. Yeah, so far, Ship has been looking nice. It hasn't offered any progression, to my knowledge. That's bold. But I understand Bagel Thief's reasoning here. A lot of runners will say, like, you know, if you find a couple good items in Wrecked Ship, then odds are there's nothing in Attic. I don't know if that's actually true with the way that Wrecked Ship works, if the items you find are nice but not progression. Oh, did Yuzuriha just find Speed Booster? That is a very nice item to have. That means that they can check Bubble Norfair missiles while they're here. Yeah, Speed Booster without high jump is annoying. After this, yeah, hopefully after this, Yuzuriha just decides to go up to Wrecked Ship, makes the Gauntlet and Criteria Power Bombs play along the way. That would be the best path for them. Logic to go back up Red Tower. I think with the Varia fixes, you don't even need Ice Beam. You can just do that wall jump. That's one of the Varia tweaks, is sort of that left side gap at the bottom of Red Tower. Yeah, and a very nice Fantoon from Xopa in the top left. Oh, you still need Ice Spacer Wave to get up because it can't expect you to do the Green Gate glitch or Red Tower climb, that's right. Alright, and TommyLee is going down to Norfair now. Gonna get his nice beam. And I expect TommyLee to stay here for a longer time. Alright, that Ice Beam really bailed Yuzuriha out here. Because I'm not sure they know how to do the hero shot. Alright. Yeah, that may have been some noise leaking on my headphones, causing my Discord pings to come through. That should be fixed now. Sorry about that. I wasn't able to see. What was that wrecked ship E-tank? It looked like Xopa decided to keep it. Or did they just not save beforehand? Alright, looks like we got one robot clip from Xopa. Yeah, has anybody actually timed it out to see, like, optimally how much time saving before wrecked ship E-tank saves? Yeah, it's definitely safe. Alright, and there's Spring Ball in Sky Missiles. That's cool to see. Spring Ball, another item that's not progression, but it is very nice to have for movement. It can also save you a power bomb here and there, although with bombs that's not as much of an issue. And Grapple Beam is nice as a quick kill method for Dragon. Alright, Yuzuriha is checking Criteria Power Bomb here, so hopefully they'll make the Gauntlet check after this. Oh, that's true. It's progression for what? Left Sandpit? Charge was at Wrecked Ship, I believe. I want to say like right side supers or something. Yeah, it couldn't be at Attic because Bagel didn't check Attic. Alright, and Bagel using a strategy that I really like there to check Cathedral Missiles, where you just lay a power bomb and check as you're leaving the room instead of hopping down there. Yep, and Zopa there having to use a power bomb to check wrecked ship reserve tank unfortunately does not have that speed, as he's had not been down to low or high jump boots yet. So it looks like Bagel Thief made the correct call on leaving wrecked ship. He got the 2 really good items there, and that's that. Oh, and TommyLee will be performing a Crystal Flash here. Unfortunately, the thing with Lava Dive that many runners have stated is it's not an especially hard trick, but every now and then you just mess it up, and then, you know, you're dead. Wait, oh, sorry, TommyLee's doing high jumpless Lava Dive. Yeah, that's not how you do high jumpless Lava Dive, unfortunately. You need to gain iframes by turning around during a Namihe flame and then wall jump up. Yeah, it's a pretty advanced trick. Even top runners will refuse to go for it, even in more difficult logic presets. Yeah, so the way it works is you take one of the blue flames shot by the lowest right Namihe, and you follow that on screen. You're sort of standing on top of the other Namihe. You turn around so that you get hit by the flame, but you don't get knocked back, and then you wall jump up. It's a very precise trick, and you will often, with many health counts, just get one shot at it because you have to take a Namihe flame to the face. Yep, and Yuzuriha getting that Varia, very nice. I have to imagine they're feeling pretty behind right now. It's just unfortunate. That's what randomizer is. You skip checks, and then of course it ends up being something. Now this is interesting from Bagel Thief. I am kind of surprised to see him go down to Croc. Like, after skipping wrecked ship to make the Croc play, yeah, I guess if you're already down here and you really need to find that gravity. Gravity cannot be in Lower Norfair, so if you're going to make the Croc check period, it makes sense to make the Croc check before Lower Norfair as opposed to after. Alright, and Yuzuriha Shine Sparks across the moat. They do not have Space Jump, unfortunately, as they skipped, I think, basically all of the Retro Brinstar checks. Alright, well, nobody should ever listen to me. Good on you, Bagel Thief. Very prescient. Very smart. Genius play. Sometimes Croc's holding. Oh yeah, Yuzuriha probably doesn't know how to do the short charge here to do mini ocean fly. But yeah, as chat mentioned, Bagel Thief is now in go mode. Yeah, with current loadout from Bagel Thief, if he finds one more E-Tank, he might pick it up, but it's not worth searching one out. Yep, so sometimes Croc's holding gravity. Personally, I would rather clear 1,000,000 wrecked ships before I went down to Croc. But obviously Bagel was already here. Alright, and with this loadout, worst room in the game is a room for chumps. I don't even understand why they call it worst room in the game. Just space jump, screw attack through it. Gosh. Yeah, knowing all the ins and outs of the tricks in randomizer is definitely really helpful. However, I would argue even more important than that is routing. If you can know where items are, then that's a really big deal. And a very nice Metal Pirate strat there. Oh, how many did Toppler get in the, or how many did Tommy get in the Doppler? Yeah, that was a quick fight. Seeing 3 bosses on screen at the same time, always fun. But yeah, people have gotten really good at doing Dopplers. To my knowledge, I've only heard of Emmett actually getting the 1-round Doppler in a run, but I know others have practiced it. And the very fast Ridley from Bagel Thief. Yeah, Dopplers are a really good strategy for Fantoon and randomizers. So the way that the Doppler strategy works is basically when Fantoon is trying to disappear off the screen, he has to go a certain amount of time, I believe, without having his eye be hit. So if you can time your missiles just right so that they're constantly hitting him at the correct rhythm, then you're able to keep him on screen for much longer and do more damage. And obviously it's a really good strategy for randomizers as it only requires missiles. Unlike something like X Factor, which is used in, for example, 100% or any percent old route, which requires wave beam to do a special beam attack. Good lord, I'm looking at the clip of the Doppler, and that looked like... Was that like 12 missiles in there? That was absurd. Ooh, and Yuzuriha needs to be really careful with Spiky Room of Death. The worst thing you can do is stand under those platforms. I think they're called like Kagans or something. Anyway, they do 200 damage suitless and 100 with Varia, I want to say. Oh, yes, of course. We have unfortunately received word that Tommy is, in fact, a task pretending to be a human and will be removed from the race. Oh, Kazan? That's what it is? Yeah. Tommy assisted speedrun. Exactly. It's just not fair to the other competitors, you know. Yes, that is absolutely a joke. I should clarify. Tommy is just a very skilled runner. Oh wow, and Yuzuriha getting that nice clip through the blocks in wrecked ship, that's a fun one to do. So Tommy didn't get a one-round Fantoon. It was a ludicrous number of missiles though. By my count, it looked like 12 or 13. Alright, and Xopa will be receiving his gravity suit shortly. Is he going for spike suit? Ah. Took one try. Fair enough, and a nice halfie from Bagel Thief. I believe that is purely flexing on him, because I want to say space jumping across is faster. Yeah, Wrecked Ship E-Tank was vanilla. Yeah, right, Saffron? It was crazy. Yeah, it's kind of terrifying to know that we are not that far off from people like legitimately going for one-round Fantoons in runs. You know, it is going for that whenever he gets the chance. Oh, and a nice Dragon from Bagel Thief. And that's it. Bagel Thief just has to beat the game now. We can almost certainly expect a stop at the at the ship from Bagel Thief just to get a refill. Yeah, Emmett always goes for the round one. Although, if I'm not mistaken, you can only go for one round with specific patterns. Oh, and TommyLee still needs to find his gravity suit. Decides to check criteria supers. I can see how you could feel like the logic is pointing you towards this. Unfortunately, today it's just missiles instead of its vanilla item of Varia. Yep, and Xopa is making his way to Ridley right now. Yeah, at this point Xopa is in go mode. Maybe he'll check PBs of Shame here. Doesn't look like it. TommyLee, once he finds his suit, will be in go mode. Unfortunately, it might be a hot minute before he decides to go for Croc. And then I'm not sure what loadouts Yuzuriha feels comfortable with. Unfortunately, skipping up that plasma means that they're going to need to take a lot longer either collecting ammo or finding beams. Oh, it's the missile drops that you have an issue with, right? Yep, and Bagel Thief is entering Turian right now. One of my absolute favorite tweaks in all of Super Metroid Randomizer is that they eliminated the Golden 4 cutscene that plays there. Although it definitely adds just a sense of impending dread anytime you walk into that room and you do see the cutscene playing because you've maybe forgotten a little fan tune. That's what I hear from other players. Of course, I've never done that myself. Alright, and it looks like TommyLee's gonna be getting his gravity suit soon. So that will be putting him in go mode. I wouldn't expect to see him check anything else. This is why you say that shit. Yep, and Bagel Thief is about to go for Baby Skip. This is a difficult trick, especially without Wave. This is gonna take Bagel Thief a hot minute. Oh, unfortunately gets grabbed. I'm choosing to view Bagel Thief's face left as a sign of defiance. Thankfully, he has enough ammo here to just perform a crystal flash to regain his health. This saves a fair bit of time over going to the energy refill station. Like, cutting out 2 door transitions plus the time it takes to refill is really nice. And when you have Charge Ice Plasma and this many supers, why not? Oh, and we see on Yuzuriha's screen they're having a little bit of trouble with Billy Mays. So this is an issue I see from a lot of newer runners when they're trying to figure out how to screw attack through blocks, is after a wall jump, you either need to be far enough into your wall jump that you are falling down, or you need to turn around after the wall jump in order for screw to activate. And that applies for both destroying blocks and for hitting enemies. That's why even with screw after a wall jump, you will sometimes see you'll sometimes still get hit. Which is why worst from the game. Can you use screw to break the blocks in worst room in the game without space jump? Is it like frame perfect or something? Because I didn't think you could. Alright, Bagel Thief is about to enter Mother Brain 3. It's looking like, I believe, at this point, maybe not sub-hour, I think it's close. I don't know, I'm really bad at estimating final times. Putting 10 bits on 5948. Alright, if it's 5948 exact, after this I'll go to your channel and I'll cheer 10 bits. Yeah, it's gonna be close. With speed, I think sub-hour is definitely doable here. and Xopa takes his final boss, Dragon, down. Goes for the quick grapple, very nicely executed. Taking some victory Shine Spark charges. The fact that he waited at Dragon for the drops indicates that maybe he doesn't want to make a stop at the ship. All right. And finishing with an official SRL time of 59:24. Our first finisher today is Bagel Thief. Bagel Thief GG. We'll see if we can get him in for an interview. It was a very nice time to put out. Yep. Sorry, Reem. No bits today, unfortunately. All right, and Bagel Thief should be joining us in just a second for an interview. TommyLee going for the speedball, having a little bit of trouble, but
Hello.
And is it hello? Welcome, Bagel Thief. GG.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, so about that. I'm very happy with that.
Yeah, how are you feeling about that seed overall?
Pretty good. I like the fact that my risk to do the J-Chalk thing of piecing out a wreck ship paid off. For one, because it never pays off for me.
Yeah, I'm very interested in your decision to abandon wrecked ship early, but then check Croc.
Two things. A lot of the items I had pointed straight to Norfair.
Mm-hmm.
I know Varia wasn't in Logic yet, but I didn't think I would be able to. I don't think Fantoon was in Logic with the amount of E-tanks I had, so I needed to go down, and once I got Screw Attack, that just said to me, okay, you should go back. Logic state should be to go back and get Varia here.
Mm-hmm.
And then that points again Norfair, and also there was Grapple, Charge, and High Jump at Wreck Ship. It doesn't really get much better than that in any Wreck Ship, does it?
Yeah, no, for sure.
Like 3 major items, you'd be pushing your luck one more.
Yeah, you certainly made the right choices in this race.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the stream now. Jeez, what happened? Not everyone's got gravity. Not everyone's bet on the Croc yet.
Yeah, so Yuzuriha unfortunately didn't peek or check Gauntlet at the beginning of the game.
Ooh.
Yeah, so they were running around with just Power Suit for a while.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
And TommyLee, I believe he made a few other checks before Croc. I think he checked Shaft Supers, so...
that was a possibility for me as well, but I only got ice at High Jump, I think it was. So yeah. I wasn't going to go back for that. I was determined to one-shot Norfair. I wasn't going to double dip in there no matter what. So even if I didn't find gravity in there, I would have just gone to Lower Norfair, done Ridley, and then commenced the search for it. Because it would have only have been in Shaft at that point, or Upper Exshire, which I was fairly confident it wouldn't be.
Yeah, well, your gamble certainly paid off.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Your 9 health gauntlet.
With 10 power bombs, I'm really confident with Gauntlet. I hardly take any damage going in there, and that shows. What was that? 19 damage, I think I took overall, or 29, something like that.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the space jump obviously helped make it cozy.
Yeah, I don't really even need the space jump for it to be able to do that, because I wasn't really using it all that much. The only time I used it was when I actually made mistakes.
Yeah.
And I was able to make those mistakes just by being a little bit reckless, because I had it. Otherwise, I'd have been a lot more cautious, but I still would have been confident to make it through.
Yeah.
Because the amount of time there is a shooting Gauntlet is unbelievable. So, advice to anyone out there: if you can early Gauntlet.
Yeah. Uh-oh, it looks like Zopa doesn't know the setup to freeze that Rinko with ice plasma. You have to crouch down and aim up. That's unfortunate.
Do they have enough ammo? Well, they've got enough ammo to blast through the Zebs.
Yeah.
They realise.
Oh, it looks like they did get it. I thought you had to crouch for that.
Me too. We learn something new every day. Maybe it's because he switched off plasma.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he was able to get that.
Oh yeah. Without plasma, you don't need to crouch.
Oh, I didn't know that. Cool. Found a way.
Very nice. Yeah, no, I know, yeah, people can have mixed feelings on the early gauntlet.
It's just unsurprising, because I have died hundreds of times in there.
Yeah.
Because it is just so unforgiving. But
absolutely.
Yeah, because of that, I've got a lot more confidence in being able to pull it off, because I've failed so many times. That's pretty much how you get better at things. Fail.
That's the way.
So you do it. Ooh, super.
Yeah.
That was a bit too close for me.
Yeah, that was a little bit tight. I don't think Zopa saved beforehand either.
Ooh, that would have been. Ooh.
Yeah. But it looks like Zopa should be our second place finisher overall, and the winner of the top match in not too long. Yeah, so was this a 2-0 match?
I've lost my first game and won my second, and now this one.
Okay, so it was a 1-1 match.
Yes. So I'm not looking forward to who I might be facing in the next round. So it only gets harder if you win.
Yeah, there's some really good players in 2-1.
There's some absolute monsters in 2-1. To be more accurate, it is just an absolute beast fest in there.
Yeah, there's what I believe the winner of Thornado and Junie will be 2-1 after that race happened.
Yay. I don't want to face either of them. They're too good.
Yeah, as the tournament goes on, and we see the win-loss update records get updated more, the players who keep staying at the top are really scary.
Yeah.
Wavebeam was behind Dragon.
Yes, I saw that in the the spoiler log.
Hmm.
Bit gutted I didn't check that, but at that point I was in go mode and I thought Tommy would be right up my backside. Tommy's very good. I thought if he'd done the same as me, I might be on the losing end of that one, so I needed to book it out as soon as I got gravity. I don't think I checked another item in the whole run.
Yeah, Tommy has been playing very skillfully throughout this whole run. Unfortunately, you know, I think he full cleared wrecked ship, and it took him a while to find his gravity. So that was really the difference maker.
When you shoot in horrible places, it just happens.
Yeah.
Nice escape. Nice laid-out room.
Yeah. So are there like any 2-1 matches you would be particularly excited to get?
No, not excited whatsoever. Excited's not the word I would choose to describe anyone I would face in that situation. Scared, definitely. But it's Swiss, it's not the real tournament, and it's only for fun, so it'd be fun no matter who it is.
Yeah, I think we've also got like the winner of Nevdi and Hero 82, or the loser of that one will be 2-1. There's some insane matchups this round.
Yeah, Nevdi's scary as well. I think he knocked me into losers in the first SMRAT.
Yeah, Nevdi knocked me out round 1 of the SGL 2020 tournament.
Yeah, very fearsome runner. GG to Xopa.
Yeah, GG Xopa. We'll see if we can get him in for an interview. But yeah, so I guess at this point, for you, you are almost halfway through the Swiss stage. How are you feeling? Like, what do you do to prepare for your matches?
I just do practice seeds. It's for a long time. I've just been focusing on movement through rooms, but I've been practicing between the first and second SMRAT tournaments. I didn't really practice at all, so I didn't really get much better. But for this one, like when it was announced I started practicing again, I hadn't touched it since the last SMRAT tournament, and I've tried. I was to get better with my movement, but I've just started to get comfortable with Crystal Flash Clip, which is something I thought I'd never learn. But
yeah, that's a really difficult one. I believe that's a reverse continuous wall jump in terms of frame leniency.
Really? Jesus.
Yeah, because I think it's 2 frames for the initial power bomb lay, followed by frame perfect for the bomb jump.
Wow. I never knew it was that precise.
It's a difficult trick.
But it is difficult, but it's one of those that if you've got bombs and a lot of power bombs, the reason I collected like 20 power bombs was in hand. If I needed to go for Crystal Flash Clip, I'd have plenty of power bombs to do it. And once you get that set up, you can try over and over and over again. Like I'm trying to think of the moat trick now. What's it called?
CWJ.
Stuff like that, which is really precise. Again, not quite as precise as that. The setup for it, if you get it wrong, is just painful. It takes a long time. Whereas the CWJ, you can try it. So it almost seems easy in that respect because you get it quicker time-wise, but not attempt-wise.
Yeah. Continuous wall jump, for me at least, feels like it has much more of a visual cue to it.
Yeah.
And like a lead-in time.
Yeah, that's one of those things that I've vowed that it's never going to be necessary for me to try and learn that trick because I hate it. I hate it with a passion. It's just yeah, no.
Yeah, continuous wall jump for this logic preset is generally not super helpful.
No, it isn't. Which is why, like I said, right, you can kind of get away with it.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Any last comments about the race or anything you'd like to say to the audience?
Thank you for watching. Ignore Nightbot. Don't follow me. Follow everyone else, but not me. There's just no
Don't
point
be
in
like
following
that.
me. No, all I stream is SMRAT tournament, and then I disappear. And I don't look at my chat. I don't even open it. I don't set up a mic for my stream, and that's it. So don't follow me. You can if you want, but it's gonna be it's not gonna be very good for you. Certainly follow everyone else though.
Well, it's good to hear from you. Really
Thank
cool
you.
to see you race. Once again, GG's. Very
GG's.
impressive showing.
Thank you.
And I wish you best of luck in the future of the tournament.
You too. Thank you very much. I'll see you later. Bye.
See you around. Alright, unfortunately looks like Zopa's mic is not working, so we won't be able to get him in for an interview. Looks like TommyLee is working on finishing up Mother Brain right now, and Yuzuriha just has to take out Ridley and Dragon. Now that they have Plasma, I would expect them to skip a lot of the checks. Maybe they'll find their wave beam behind Dragon. That's a fairly common check to make. Alright, and looks like Samus is performing some squats on TommyLee's screen. Gotta get in those aerobics. Yeah. Wow, yeah, and 37 minutes from now, we're going to have our next match. This is a really exciting one. We got MM2 versus Glausio Souza and Prankard versus Noxious Nick. Those are 4 really good runners, and that's going to be a great showing. And Yuzuriha is just working on the escape now. Should be a bit more cozy having that screw attack. That helps a lot. Which might not happen due to either this race dragging on or there not being a commentator. Put me in, I'll do it again. Yeah, hopefully Yuzuriha can finish up within 37 minutes. They just have Dragon left to go and then Turian. Although obviously we would still need some setup time. All right, yeah. So it looks like we'll work on getting that all set up. You know, we have to. We want to make sure that we can get you as much SMRAT coverage as we possibly can, which is a lovely time to remind you to be sure to follow Speedrunners Arena to get notified anytime we have one of these SMRAT races up. And boy, do we have a packed schedule for this week. So going through today, we have a 4-way at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, followed by a 4-way at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, followed by a 1v1 at 9 p.m. So if each race can finish in time, then we could pretty much just stay here the whole time. All right, and GG to TommyLee67, finishing with an official SRL time of 1:19:51. We'll see if we can get him in for an interview. Yes, also assuming people are around to restream and moderate and all that. Looks like TommyLee should be hopping in shortly. All right, welcome. GG.
I don't hear you, but can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you not hear me?
Something going on here.
Uh-oh. Chat, can you hear me?
Oh.
Hopefully this is not my end. Okay, apparently chat can hear everyone. Huh. Alright, well, as we try to get Tommy figured out, looks like Yuzuriha is currently on Batwoon. With that plasma beam, this fight isn't too dangerous. You can just sort of stay in the bottom left corner. And you'll never get hit by Batwoon's body, just those little acid pellets, I guess, that Batwoon spits out. Either way, very quick fight. Now Yuzuriha just has Dragon to go. Can you hear me now, Tommy?
Can you hear me now? Yeah, I can hear you.
Alright, awesome. GG.
Well. What? Oh, man, I couldn't. I'm not usually nervous, but I had a kind of big respect for Bagel Thief there because, you know, he runs this all the time, so I don't, and I'm more of an SMZ3 runner, so once I saw Varia early, I thought, oh, this opens up all of Croc and everything, but I just made the wrong decision, and I was fumbly, and I couldn't get Red Tower, and, you know, all this kind of stuff, so whatever.
I'll tell you, one of the highlights of this whole race, though, was watching you get that incredible Doppler. That was what? That was like 12 or 13 missiles in there?
Yeah, it's one of the things that I actually practice. A friend of mine has a trigger in their channel that says, Tommy, I'm sure I got 16 60 missiles in on them. It's one of their triggers. If you do Tommy, it's either go to Meyer or do that, or no, I'm not doing that one. Anyway, different game, but
Yeah. Well, it was crazy to see. I believe someone in the chat clipped it. If you want to play
cool.
it back.
Oh, nice. Thanks.
Yeah.
I had one that almost was a one-rounder
Wow.
a month ago, and if I would have got a super in there.
Ain't that the way?
Yeah, well, at least there's that.
Yep.
So
yeah, I believe this puts you in the 1 and 2 category.
yeah.
Yeah, there's some. Sorry, what was that?
Let's say you lose every race, you get to play 7 people, right? Apparently, is that how this works?
So I
There's
believe
7 rounds.
Yeah, it's just a 7-round Swiss. So yeah,
Okay,
if
cool.
you with the way it works, you are guaranteed to play at least 9 seeds overall.
Oh, all right.
Because it's a
Practice.
7-round Swiss, followed by you'll play at least 1 best of 3.
So you know what's weird? Every practice seed that I played Varia or not Varia, but both suits were like super early.
Wow.
And I don't think I ever had to do Bubble Mountain or Croc in any of the practice seeds that I did. So when that happened, and then the big lull was going down to I've in the practice seat I did before, I had all of them. I had high jump really early. So when I went to Ridley to do the lava dive, I'm like, oh, high jump this. And I was gonna go for it, but if I had more E-tanks, I might have went for it. But
I saw you doing it. I was like, that's not the setup for high jumpless.
No, it wasn't. As soon as I entered the room, and then all of a sudden now I'm crystal flashing, and I'm like, okay, this is just stupid.
Yeah.
I'm on console, so I have to reach over and reset and stuff. And I was like,
But that's the best part about having an actual SNES, though. You get to slap that reset button.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically half the reason I bought one.
Yeah, so. Well, no, I'm having fun. At least there's,
Yeah, I mean, that's, that's what it's all about, right? I think the tournament format is really cool. And it allows us to see a bunch of SMRAT.
One of the things, I had suitless Meridia available after wreck ship, and I was gonna do that, but then I thought, well, then I'd have to go down to Ridley after, and then then it's like, well, the only thing that's left is Croc area, so I said, well, there's gravity's got to be there. So I was like, do I mean this and just do suitless Meridia? Because I know I knew I lost after that failed red tower stuff. But well, I'll just keep trying. Anything can happen.
Yeah. I mean, I'm always excited to see a suitless Meridia, personally. We've seen a couple this tournament.
Yeah, I saw one yesterday, wasn't it? No, yeah. Or whatever day that was. Yesterday,
yeah. Yeah, every day's yesterday. This tournament started yesterday.
So I was almost gonna do that. If Bagel Thief would have been done at that point, I would have just did the suitless Meridia.
For the fan.
Yeah. Because spring ball and everything, ice, everything. It's
that's right. After wreck ship, you had spring ball and grapple, so that makes for a cozy suitless.
Yeah. You can even get to, with space jump and everything, you can even do shack tool and everything. So
Oh yeah.
Amadeus did. Oh, right on.
Yeah.
Amadeus.
Yeah,
Great percent.
unfortunately, it didn't end up being the right play. I think the suit
Oh
was.
no.
Yeah, I think Grav was at Croc, just like this seed.
Oh yeah.
Or no, it was at Cathedral. That's what it was.
That's what I was hoping for. That's why I
Mhm.
went that way instead of down below, because I had speed at that time. I'm like, okay, if gravity's here, then I still might have a chance in this. But
Mhm.